What's up guys, my name is Liam and today we're going to be doing one of my most requested videos for the past several months. This is going to be my top 10 budget gaming mice from the year 2023. All of these mice that are going to be featured on here you can actually pick up under $60. And for those of you that watch the channel know that I like to mod mice, so I did take that into consideration when I was creating this list. I created this list based just around how you would receive these out of the box before any type of additional mods were actually done to them, and I'll try and kind of bring those things up throughout this list. And before we get started, I did want to give a huge shout out to metkeys.com. As I had created this list, I sat back and I realized that every single one of these mice on this list were sent to me by metkeys.com. Now, they're not sponsoring this video. In fact, they don't even know that I'm even making this video, but they have been a huge part of the overall success of my channel. They've been absolutely incredible to work with, and I honestly can't thank them enough. Without them, this list wouldn't even be possible. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Starting off in the number 10 spot, we have the Ajaz AJ139 Pro. This is the 4K edition. Ajaz has really done an incredible job with their mice that they've come out with this year. All the shapes on these have been really incredible. I really love this one a lot. The only real downsides that I can say about this myself personally is I would like to see the side buttons, possibly tighten these up a little bit. It does come with skates that are not my favorite, and the only real reason that I have this lower on the list is because of the weight. This does have a massive battery in it, coming and weighing in at 65 grams. So I did find myself wanting to drop a smaller lightweight battery in here and change the skates. This really does come with really good clicks. It's got the Huano blue shell pink dots. Again, the shape on here is just great, and the fact that this comes included with the 4K dongle is just another reason why I like it so much. It is using the CompX firmware solution, so the performance on it is absolutely incredible, and all around having such a great shape, this mouse really has been a joy to use. Coming in at the number 9 spot, we have the Filena S450. The S450 has been really popular in the community due to its low price and its incredible shape, and this really does have just a few downsides on it, but overall the feeling of this, it really does just feel really good. The downsides I would say are the skates, which they have improved on newer batches. The battery was mounted in the middle here and it made this mouse really front heavy, but aside from that, the overall feeling of this, it does feel really good. The side buttons feel pretty decent on here. The clicks on mouse 1 and 2 feel really solid. It does kind of have this lower sitting scroll wheel, but again, just with the shape, the feeling of this, the weight coming in around 56 grams, I really do feel like this mouse all around is a great option. But I actually do have the 4K version, which has been slightly updated on the way. I will be reviewing that on my channel. I'm really excited to get my hands on that because all around, like I said, I really do feel like this is a great mouse. And if you are willing to mod it by moving the battery down, changing the skates on here, then this really is a solid option. At number 8, we have the Attack Shark X3. Out of all of these mice, this one probably has some of the best build quality on here. This has some of the best feeling side buttons. Clicks 1 and 2 they're just really on point. Scroll feels great. Everything about this in the hands. This is even probably one of my favorite shapes, if not my favorite shape on the list. So all around, just really solid stuff from them. And really this thing only has about 2 things that I could say negatively about it. Number 1 is the skates. I wasn't really a fan of the skates that came on this, but you can buy aftermarket skates through Mousepads. I do have some on the way, so I am interested in checking those out. And the other thing is that the tech is just kind of behind on this. Now there is a 4K version that actually just recently released on this, and I will be getting my hands on that soon to review on my channel. But all around, the feeling in hands and the buttons, everything feel great. So if you are interested in checking this out, I can absolutely say that this is one to add to the list. And coming in at the number 7 spot, we have the DharmaShark M3S Varun. There has been a lot of controversy surrounding this mouse, and even the build quality has kind of been a lottery. I've seen different things from people all over the place, but for me, I just so happened to get lucky with my copy on this. I did get the Pro version. They updated the Pro version. I wasn't as lucky on that version, but all around, when this first came out, the price that it came in at, the weight that it was at, and no matter what you have to say about this, there's no denying the fact that the shape of this thing is just absolutely incredible. Again, I know I'm not talking about modding on this list, but I was able to mod this, get it down to 47 grams. Even without the mod, it sits in the low 50s. So all around, as long as you get a good copy, I really do feel like this is a really solid contender. And the original Varun, it came in with the 2K dongle included. So I really felt like when this came out, it was the first one to come with the 2K dongle actually included. And it just felt great. It has TTC gold switches in here. And the fact that it's so lightweight, has such a great shape. I've used this mouse a lot, and in fact I still even use it quite a bit to this day. In the number 6 spot, we have the AJAZ AJ199 4K. This is really similar to the shape, almost identical to the Shark Attack X3. I do feel like the build quality that does come on the Shark Attack X3 feels a little bit more tightened up than this one actually does. Not that this is bad, but there could be just a little bit of improvement here on the side buttons. And on the clicks, they do feel just a little bit looser, but all around this still feels incredible. The shape is great. The reason that I actually have this lower on the list, this is actually one of my favorite mice, and I honestly still use this actually quite a bit. And just without the mods on it, it does weigh, I believe, around 65 grams. So a little bit on the heavier side. And the skates that originally come on it are not the best. As you can see, I did actually upgrade these as the core pads myself. And again, I did mod this. So all around, I really feel like this is a great mouse, a solid contender. And really the only thing that I can say about it that's holding it back and keeping it as low as it is on the list is the fact that it comes in at the weight that it does come in at. But if you are willing to mod this, I was able to get this down in the low 50 gram range, added the skates on here. This thing really is great. It has great 4K performance, and all around with the shape being as solid as it is, this is a joy to use. Breaking in at the number 5 spot, we have the MCHOS A5. This is another option that has a lot of great things going for it. The clicks on here feel really good. The side buttons on my unit, they do feel pretty decent as well. I do feel like there could be just a slight little bit of an improvement there, but all around, really solid feeling. I do feel like this is a great shape. This is a kind of flatter, smaller style of a GPX, almost mini style shape. And the only real downsides I can think about this, it does come in at 59 grams, which isn't too bad. I do kind of wish it was a little lower, possibly around the 55 gram range, but the skates were a downfall for me. And though I do love this shape a lot, the one downside about this shape for me personally is I do feel like the side buttons on it sit a little low. But aside from that, everything about this feels great. The shape is great, and everything on here performs great, has incredible 4K performance. If you're willing to pick up the 4K dongle, you do actually have to purchase that separately, but all around, I do feel like this is a really solid option. Coming in at number 4, we have the Deluxe M800 Ultra. I really feel like this is where the competition really starts to heat up, because everything about this mouse really is incredible. It comes out of the box around 49 grams. The 4K performance on this, although you do have to purchase the 4K dongle separately, that is one downside, is absolutely incredible. The performance though, it doesn't come with my favorite skates on there. And again, Core Pads does have aftermarket skates. I actually do have a pair, but I have not thrown them on yet. But all around, the overall feeling of this and the performance of it, this is one of my favorite shapes out there on the market. And the plastic is this almost smoother style feeling plastic, but all around, I really do love using this a lot. This actually still sits on my desk. I actually do game with it quite a bit. The only real improvement that I think that could really kind of step this up another notch is the coating on it. It does feel kind of smoother and slippery to me. The clicks in here are great using the Huano Blue Shell Pink dots. There could be a little bit more improvement on the side buttons, though they don't feel bad, but I really do love the M800 Ultra a lot. I was really excited for this to come out, and I really do feel like it does live up to the hype. Coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the VGN Dragonfly F1. I know there might be a lot of people out there kind of upset to see this in the number 3 spot, considering the fact that this mouse really is about as good as it gets, especially coming at the price that it does come in at. It's very impressive. Some of the downsides of this are the fact that you do have to purchase the 4K dongle separately. I did not like the skates that came on it. As you can see here, I did actually upgrade these. These are the ESP Tiger Ice V2 skates. So all around, I really do feel like this is just an absolutely incredible mouse. I have 3 of these, and the build quality on all of them is incredible. I do feel like they can make the side buttons just a little bit better, but they don't feel bad. They do feel good. The clicks on here feel great. And the only real reason that this sits at the number 3 spot for me, I don't have too many complaints about it. Everything about it is really on point, especially coming in at the price that it comes in at. I just really feel like that when this came out, you had the Pro Max version and the MOBA version coming in at 55 grams. That's a really good weight, but I did mod these myself to get it down under the 50 gram range. So there was just a little bit room for improvement there, but all around, I really feel like this could easily be in the number 1 spot. And this is by far one of the most impressive budget gaming mice that I've ever used, and still to this day, one of my favorites to use. And at the number 2 spot, we have the Zaopin Z1 Pro. As I was creating this list, I actually had the Z1 Pro in the number 3 spot. And the reason that I had to bump it up is, I mean, come on, this thing is coming in at 45 grams out of the box. So the build quality on this is just absolutely incredible. On my copy, clicks 1 and 2 feel perfect. Even the side buttons, front and rear, feel perfect to me. The balance is on point. There's literally nothing that I had to do to this mouse. The downsides that this has, there's really only one that I can think of off the top of my head, and that's just these skates. And again, Pads does have secondary skates, which I do have on the way for these, so I am excited to throw those on here. But all around, out of the box, this thing is just an absolute killer. Though this did take a while to come out after they set up the pre-orders, and it took a while for the 4K dongle to actually get released. Really, the only other downside I can see with this is the fact that you do have to purchase the 4K dongle separately. All around though, this mouse has been just an absolute killer. I've absolutely loved this copy. If you're into these egg-shaped style mouse, then I would say that this is a must-have to go look into and to pick up, because really it is that good. And finally, coming in at the number 1 spot, we have the VXE Dragonfly R1. In case you guys haven't noticed, this thing has just been blowing up all over on social media, and it really is very impressive to me. The overall feeling of this and the quality, the gaming experience that you just get in general for the price that this comes in at. This was the first budget option to come with a pretty solid premium style coating on it, and the clicks, they just feel good on here. The side buttons could be slightly improved a little bit, and the plastic on this does feel pretty thin, but that kind of contributes to the weight of it. Comes in at such a low weight, and I was even able to mod this myself, get it in at 46 grams. It doesn't come with the best skates in the world, just the same type of thing with all these budget option skates. I did throw on these aftermarket skates that I picked up through X-Ray Pad, and honestly, once I threw these skates on here with the weight that I got this coming in at, even if you weren't to mod this, like I said, I'm not including mods on here, but you can pick up just the Pro version, comes in around 49 grams. So still really solid weight, and just the shape of this, I've loved using this so much. It really is addicting. The fact that I have so many different gaming mice out there, especially ones that are very expensive, the fact that this has been sitting on my desk and I've been almost at this point using it daily. Now, I'm not saying that this is my all-time favorite mouse or shape, but I would definitely say that it is sitting up there, and in my opinion, it clearly deserves the number 1 spot on this list. All right, guys, so what did you think about my list? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Please let me know down in the comments below. If you've enjoyed watching this video and are interested in seeing more videos like this in the future, please drop this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.